Out there in the real world, don't forget that we answer emails from your reality, which we can access through the internet. You can email me at that place. We try to answer as many of our emails as we can live live, but you'll always get a response from me at least. Just give us a second to finish setting up. Okay, Sayori, hit it.
Let's see. Monica, do you remember when you guys made up a story together, and it was weirdly focused on divers? It was because Sayori said you had said something about diver teasemen. What the heck were you talking about, lol? Asks BKvian.
Oh, Sayori, what did you tell everyone? Well, it's been a long time, so I don't remember exactly. But it was something like you were playing a lot of music before, or because it was your only diver teaseman. In these trying times. It's divertisement, or divertissement. It's French. It means something like diversion. I was saying that playing music was the only pleasant distraction I had going. Well, maybe you should also look into getting some divermen to tease you. That would probably be pretty distracting. Yes, let's just move on to the next email. Question answered. First email of the year was pretty embarrassing for you, wasn't it, Monica?
What ended up happening to the pen? Not Monica's pen, but that pen.
Well, how quickly karma claims another victim. Ha! Looks like it's not just Monica who gets an embarrassing question to start the year. Well, I still have that pen. Not because I'm still obsessed with it. It just seemed like it would be a little awkward to offer it back to MC at this point.
Yeah, that would be pretty awkward now.
Really, I should probably just throw it away. I don't know why I haven't already. Mostly, I think I just forgot about it after everything that happened.
Just out of morbid curiosity, where is it right now?
I'm not sure exactly. I'd have to think about it. Let's see. Obviously, I know where it was at one point during the regular game. I think I remember putting it back into my purse after that. And I didn't take it out again before stabbing myself to death. After the world was reconstituted, everything stayed where it was before.
Oh, that's convenient.
I know I've tried to reorganize my purse a few times since then. I remember now. It's in my desk's pull-out drawer at home. I was going through my purse and I pulled out that pen. I think I initially did intend to give it back to MC. But then I thought about it for more than 3 seconds and realized that would be a bad idea. It's been sitting there ever since. Obviously, MC, I'm happy to give it back or throw it out or whatever you'd like.
Well, I'm certainly not going to ask for it back now.
I'll probably throw it out then. A chapter of history that is best forgotten. Shall I move on to the next one?
Each member of the club should have the others tell them their D&D alignments like lawful evil or whatever.
Oh, this is a fun one. Who should we start with? Obviously, we're going to discuss you first, Monica. You're sort of the hardest one.
Auto-ending text boxes.
Well, I've always kind of thought of myself as being... The person under discussion doesn't get to talk. First of all, Yuri, do you know what we're talking about here? I am familiar with the details of traditional tabletop pen and paper RPG alignment systems. Why does that not surprise me at all? It's hard to tell with Monica. She switches all around on the good-evil spectrum, you know. I think I'll go for lawful evil. I'm not saying she's evil now or anything, but she's definitely the designated villain in our group, right? I disagree. I think that Monica is lawful good. Maybe at some point she was something different, but she's most certainly lawful good now.
I agree that Monica's definitely lawful, and the problem is figuring out the other spectrum. So I guess I'll split the difference and say she's lawful neutral. What do you think, Sayori?
I think Monica is lawful good, but I think she'd rather be lawful neutral. Alright. Natsuki, next I say chaotic evil.
You're only saying that because you're the one who has to clean up her chaos a lot of the time. I say she's chaotic good.
Chaotic neutral. I agree, chaotic neutral. Now, Yuri, she's something more scary than being chaotic or evil. She is true neutral. The most terrifying of all alignments.
Agreed.
Agreed. And I have to agree too. True neutral. Yuri's ideology tends to be that she's the anti-ideologies. And I'm proud to be neutral, and glad that everyone got it right. I think that MC is neutral good. Yep, neutral good. I agree with my distinguished colleagues. I think MC is lawful good. Sayori probably thinks of MC that way because he brings order to her chaotic world. For Sayori herself is chaotic good.
No, she's neutral good.
She definitely drifts between these two. I think overall I'll say chaotic good. I like her better that way. That's because you are chaotic. I think I'd have to say Sayori is neutral good, but she's obviously good no matter which way you slice it. Interesting question. Next one please, Sayori.
MC, were you aware of our world when you were who people played as? Seriously wondering. Joshua.
It's for you, MC.
No, I had no idea at all about you guys until I got pulled back into reality when they made me club president. Until then, I thought everything was normal. And then, once I was club president, I learned everything all at once, including all possible choices and routes I could have taken. But personally, I like to think of one possible route for the game as the one I would have done, if I had really been in control of my own actions. Because, of course, I would have pursued Sayori, and told her I loved her. Because I do.
And who would you have chosen between me and Yuri? Hey, no! We talked about this during Truth or Dare! That must always remain a secret!
And I guess that part is remaining a secret. Hopefully that answers your question, Joshua. Ready for the next one, Monica? Have you heard of this indie game called Helltaker? Do any of you have a favorite or identify with any of the characters? Thanks again for your entertaining shenanigans in the Literature Club, says Sawyer.
Yes, we've had quite a few Helltaker-related questions, actually. Roll call answers, everyone! Who is your favorite, or who do you identify with from Helltaker? I really like Azazel. She's super nice and she gets along well with everyone, even though she's really different.
Melina is my Helltaker waifu because she shares my love of turn-based strategy games. Although, of course, she could never replace Sayori.
I know all you nerds are waiting for me to pick Melina too, because you all think I'm going to have some kind of tsundere kinship with her or whatever. But screw you! Because Justice is the best. Because she's awesome! I have not played the game, but I have seen the others play it, and talk about it incessantly about a month or two ago. And, though it may open me up to at least one obvious character criticism, I do like Modius the best. Because, whatever else may be true of her, she has excellent taste in apparel, and she also is an avid reader. And I, for obvious reasons, empathize most with Beelzebub. Although I also have a lot in common with Pandemonica, including a name. And there you have it. Next question.
Oh god, it's enormous. Hello again, everyone. Thanks for answering my previous email about having babies. What? You guys are really cool. I have two semi-related questions for you. The first is mostly for Sayori and MC because they stated that they would like to get married. But anyone can answer if they also want to get married to a special boy or girl one day. What kind of wedding would you have? Traditional, European, Western, traditional Japanese? How many guests could you feasibly invite? And who would be MC's best man? If you even go down that route. I have a feeling that it may be the best day of your life if you do that. I'm not engaged yet, but I dream about my wedding sometimes. Either way, if you don't get married, Sayori is very lucky to have MC and vice versa. My second question is slightly related because weddings can be expensive. But this question is for everyone. If you had to make money in a secondary way, i.e. not your career, how would you do it? I wanted to try being an author, but I have a feeling a lot of my stories will either be too sappy/romantic or too dark. And I've done lewd things for money before, but I want to do something more wholesome. Anyway, thanks for being here for everyone watching. You five are truly enlightening to everyone, and our lives are richer from you existing and being happy. Chakla.
Oh, hi again, Chakla. I guess I should give you guys a minute to read this before we, blog it. I guess I haven't really thought about that kind of detail yet.
Basically, everyone over here gets Western-style weddings. It's very fashionable to do that. So we'd probably go with that.
I'm not sure who we'd invite, besides family in the Literature Club. Neither of us have too many friends. MC doesn't even have that many guy friends, right?
I have some, but we've kind of drifted apart the last couple of years. We're not that close anymore, although we're still friends. Honestly, if it were allowed, I'd probably have Natsuki be the best woman or something.
Who says that's not allowed? Sign me up! Especially if I get to wear a badass tuxedo.
Well, I guess that's settled then. As to your other question about a side career, I'm not really sure. Mostly because I'm not sure about a main career yet. But I guess I'll be a stereotype and say I'd love to do something in the gaming industry, like review or test. But what about you, Sayori?
I would want to arrange flowers. Right now, anyway. I'd probably change my mind after a while. But right now, I'd want to arrange flowers. That seems like a nice way to pass the time and do something pretty. Now the rest of you go. I could be like MC and say I wanted to be an epic gamer. Probably an esports professional in my case. But probably baking would end up being my side hustle. Unless it's turned out to be my main hustle. That would be awesome. And in that case, I'm not sure what I'd do on top. Probably do some nerdy thing on the internet, like be a YouTuber or something. Especially since I have so much starting popularity. I actually have a job like this right now. I can log on whenever I want to and do it. It doesn't pay very well, but it's a good job. People with visual disabilities download this app and they take pictures with their phone of labels and stuff. And you type out descriptions of what they're looking at, reading the fine print on labels, that kind of thing. It's really nice to be able to help people that way. Like you, Chokwa, I would probably want to write. And like you, I sincerely doubt that I would actually be able to succeed. I'm not sure my writing would be appreciated by a general audience either. And that's what would most be needed for commercial success. But I might still try it. Phew, that's probably enough emails. Okay, everyone. We didn't really have anything else planned for today. But let's use this time to set up some activities for future meetings. I want to keep doing poems. I think everyone agrees with you there. Definitely, let's keep answering your real-world emails too. That's hella fun. Yes, and I'd like for us to make more mods again this semester. Assuming everyone is up for it, of course.
Oh, and it was pretty fun when we all got to take turns deciding what to do with the club's free time. I'd love to try doing that again. Maybe you could take a turn this time, Monica.
Well, I think with all these suggestions, we've got plenty to do going forward. No one has to make a mod because that's hard, but if you're interested, bring your ideas next week. Definitely still poems. For next week, let's have the theme be about a school subject. Maybe that's kind of boring. I'll think of a better one for the week after. I do like us pulling names from a hat for free time, too. We'll start that again next week, so make sure you have an activity ready. And we're still going to do emails, right? Yes, Natsuki, we'll still do emails. And with that, club is adjourned. Come on, Natsuki, let's go get changed out of these, and then I'll drive you home if you want. Yori, you won't walk home with us again? I'd be delighted. But maybe not in our yukata. Yeah, definitely not. Getting too cold. Let's go change and then we'll meet up by the front. Well, that was a pretty fun day.
I'm really glad you had fun at our first week back in club. You want me to come over today?
I've got to do homework. And you're much too distracting. You're so disciplined, Sayori. And you too, MC. Only the first week of school and already working so hard, the both of you.
Well, we've got to get into the habit of actually doing schoolwork early, I guess. If we just spend all our time together, our grades will probably tank.
Well, don't overdo it by working too hard. And make sure to make plenty of time for each other. Man, everyone's still acting kind of weird about us going out.
They're just excited is all.
You think so? I guess that makes sense. There was kind of a lot of drama, wasn't there?
A little. I think they're pretty eager to make sure we stay happy and together. But that's fine with me, because so am I.
Me too. Did you want to come over and talk about stuff like we discussed?
Sure, let me finish with Sayori.
Alright, well, I'll see you tomorrow, I guess.
Of course. The two of them just stare at each other. It's kind of hard to leave.
I know what you mean. Or maybe not. Is it hard to leave for you because you're afraid of me being alone? Do I make you worry?
Well, I want to be an honest boyfriend with you, so in part, yes, I'm still a little afraid of leaving you alone. But, mostly it's just because I want to be near you all the time, because I like the way I feel when I'm around you.
Me too, I'm glad, MC. But
I know you'd rather I not worry about you at all. I'm trying hard. and I'll try not to worry about you at all tonight. Just, if you feel bad, or you need me to be there, just get in touch, okay? Doesn't matter what time it is, just let me know and I'll be there.
Okay. MC, welcome. Come on in, make yourself comfortable. Let me get some incense going.
Huh, is that really necessary?
Well, yes, it might help, don't you think?
Yeah, maybe.
Let me just find a lighter.
Man, haven't been here in a while.
Not since the week I was sick, no, but you're very welcome back. Ah, there we go. Now. You wanted some advice about Sayori?
Yeah. I've just been having trouble talking to her about a few things. And I'm not sure I'm always great at understanding what's on her mind.
Well, I'm not sure why you think I'd be any better at figuring out what she's thinking. But I'll do what I can. What do you want to start with?
Here.
Her poem from today.
MC nods. Yuri takes the poem and rereads it. Fort. It's Fort again. We already read it this session. I'm not going to read it again.
What exactly about her poem?
Well, I'd like some help understanding it. Not just the imagery or the literary side, but maybe what Sayori's thinking or trying to represent with this poem. Oh, pardon me. I know you usually ask me to say what it represents to me, but here I'd really like to know what it represents to her. I know it means something important, but I can't quite put my finger on what.
Well, obviously it's both literal and figurative for her. On the one hand, she obviously doesn't like to get out of bed when it's cold. Who does? But on the other, the bed and the cold are a metaphor for something.
Yeah, but what?
It's hard to say without knowing more. But let's think about the analogy itself. Getting out of bed on a cold day. Something you'd rather not do. Something where you'd be far more comfortable staying with where you are. But something you know you have to do despite how uncomfortable it is. No matter how badly you want to stay in the warm bed, you do have to get up and go into the cold. That's the point. Something coming to mind?
Maybe. I've been trying to talk to her recently about her depression, and trying to get her to get some help for it, like always. But she always changes the subject or puts it off for another day.
And what do you do in response?
Well, mostly I let her do so, and tell her I'll bring it up again later. I try to be persistent, but in a gentle sort of way. I'm not sure what else to do other than keep bringing it up.
Well, I think that's good for a start. But you need to remember something important about Sayori. She won't do something like this because you think it will be good for her. She's motivated much more by the happiness of others.
You're saying I need to make it about me? Yuri nods. It seems kind of manipulative to spin it that way, though.
Well, I'm not sure that manipulative is the word I'd use. For one thing, it's true. You really would be benefited by her seeking help and getting better, wouldn't you?
Yeah, true.
Plus, you're doing this for her, really, to help her. I'm not sure it's fair to say that would be a manipulation.
Maybe. I just wish there was a more honest way. Something where she could just Hang on, she's texting me.
Help! Help, please!
I gotta go, like right now. On my way now, 10 minutes. Thanks for your help, Yuri. I'll see you soon.
I hope everything's alright. Will you let me know if everything's okay?
I will. And thanks, Yuri. You've been really helpful. Night, Yuri, and thanks again.
Good night, MC, and good luck.